Good afternoon, Toronto. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Ornell to Radio Regent broadcast facilities and the Koolbreeze Experience Show in Toronto. My name is Curtis Anthony. Welcome. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to you. We're going to talk about your evolution, your vision, your mission, about your music. Koolbreeze is going to chronicle the vibe and magnify your brilliance. An honor to have you on my show. I'm wonderful. Thank you. How are you, Ornell?
I'm great. I'm doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it may be raining here, but the sun is shining always.
Yeah, it's raining in Toronto too. But
okay.
Before we get into the meat of things, Ornell has been performing and singing for 20 years. She was a signed recording artist to Big Beat Records, home of Robin S., Show Me Love in the 90s. Also, Ornell has worked as a session singer for local rappers in Queens, Shane and Rallo. Also, Ornell was a session singer for Crown Heights Affair lead group Skip Bordley song Tribute to the Ladies. Ornell has was a jingle artist on a KFC commercial aired at WBLS. Ornell's band life's been 10 years and counting. She was the lead singer of Eric Durham's Top Groove, Sauce, NLT, and now TDK. Currently, Ornell has a new single playing on Sassy Radio, Jazz Juice, and yours truly, Radio Regent, etc. Ornell's upbeat, high-energy performance will engage and connect with any audience, giving them a performance you can feel. Ornell, how are you? Everything's good?
Yes, everything, all is well.
Yes.
All is well, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, take a few minutes to tell us about your childhood and where you grew up, please.
Okay, I was born and raised in Queens,
all right,
Southside Jamaica,
okay,
Lakewood Avenue. If anybody's out there, how y'all doing? And I could say me and my older sister Tracy, we would wait for Mom to come back from food shopping, and my mom would take maybe about a good amount, maybe 8 hours or so. So in the mix of that, we would turn on the radio and listen to some good music, Tina Marie, Natalie Cole, Rolls Royce, and we would sing to the top of our lungs.
Wow.
We would sing to the top of our lungs, and the windows would be open, and we would have the neighbors later on say, y'all sound good. Oh, that sounded good, So it was, that was good times.
Nice.
In any event, yes, I was born and raised in Queens.
Okay.
I found my way out into Nassau, and now I'm currently in Suffolk County.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
And give us a brief reflection of some of the acts you work with.
Okay. Well, when I was in high school, after high school,
okay,
I met a gentleman by the name of Bruce Wright. And me and Bruce Wright, Bruce was a producer in the area of Queens Village. I would go over to his house, and he had, I believe, a 4-track or 8-track, and we would create. I was a rapper at that time, and we would create music. In any event, it was one song that stood out that we collaborated on. It was I Want to Feel Like Body Heat.
Oh, okay.
And it was a house tune. And it got into the hands of Craig Coleman,
right,
which was the president of Big Beat Records, and I became I became a signed artist, and that was that part of that life. Being a signed artist, where they give you promo in the newspaper. I think Billboard was the paper at the time, and things of that nature. And after that run, I was connected to Mr. Bill Lowndes through my cousin Diana, and Bill Lowndes was a producer as well, and he connected me to an artist. Her name was Terry Billy, and Terry Billy, I wrote a song for her, "Free Heart, Free Mind," which it went nowhere. But then he connected me also to another project of his, which was a KFC jingle.
Right.
I wasn't the only act with the KFC jingle. It was 3 other artists as well. And, I came down in the studio, did the KFC jingle, and little did I know that it was going to be on a BLS.
Mm.
So that was cute. That
Yes.
was really nice. I'm working a 9-to-5 life, and to listen to BLS and hear the jingles. It was great.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
So then after the, do you have a question? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, dear.
Okay. And so then after that, my cousin, Diana, there was a song that was born, which was called I Want to Be Loved.
Right.
And I loved the lyrics to the song. I arranged it. She allowed me to be free with it and just to nullify it. I call it nullifying it.
Oh, nice.
Nullify it. And in which I brought it to the studio, and she loved what I did with it. And I was interviewed then to an unknown radio station at that time, what I was doing and creating in regards to that song. That song, it was really for Mary J. at the time, but I did the song.
Okay.
It didn't go, so now I'm just trying to bring it back up now. But let me, before that, let me say something else. After I Want to Be Loved, I will say this, I worked at DHL. I was laid off. When I was laid off, I just had this energy to do something. I'm just so used to being disciplined, so used to going to the 9-to-5 world.
Right.
And I was introduced to that band life then.
Mm.
I stayed in that band life 10 years. I worked with great brothers, Eric Durham. Hey, Eric, if you're listening, thank you.
Right.
Thank you for making me the lead singer on Eric's Top Groove. I've worked with Source. I've worked with NLT, Rob, New Music. I've worked with TDK Band, Hey Tony and Kelly. Much love to you guys. Mm-hmm. And I've worked with also, now I'm working with TDK right now. I've worked with a couple of other bands out there. The band life is no joke.
Right.
But I had that time. I had the energy, and it kept me disciplined for the time that I was laid off.
Okay. Now,
okay.
I have to ask you, Ornel, describe the concept of composition when you wrote that music, He Don't Know HDK.
Oh, I will tell you about that. Okay, that song, HDK, came about. My nephew said, Auntie, I want to do an Ornel project. I said, really? I went over to his house. I went to his basement. He had the music already set for me because he know what I like. He knows Auntie. He's been in the studio in and out since 2 years old. He's 30 now.
Right.
I came down. I heard some beats he laid down, and I was like, no, that one right there stuck out. When it stuck out, I said, you don't know. I just knew that was it right there. As a songwriter, what's the song, what's going to click to you, what's going to connect to you. And that was it for me. And I wanted the young groove, so it has a little bounce to it.
Right.
I'm a little older, I'm older than that, but it just had a little bounce. And he was bouncing with me, and it just kept coming. So every day I would come home from work. Again, I was on my 9-to-5 life. And every day I would write. I would write to it because it just started coming easy. It just started flowing easily because it was a truth. Mm. I put kind of my truth in there.
Right.
So it just started flowing easier and easier, and it was complete. I started going to the studio and things of that nature, and that's how HDK came about.
Wow. I love that sound. It's so infectious, and it's real,
so
rich. Tell me, when you first heard your music being played at Radio Regent on the Koolbreeze Experience show, what was your reaction?
First, I will say, Darryl Gibbs, thank you so much. Team Ornel, thank you so much. Skip Borley, Thank you so much. When I first heard it,